Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the South Carolina State versus Howard college basketball matchup on Monday, January 8th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do every day at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text the number you see on the screen. It's the only way to get those packages is to text. But let's get to this one. South Carolina State taking on Howard. Neither of these teams have had a great start to the season. Howard 5-11 on the year, just 2-7 straight up on the road and 6-9 against the number, while South Carolina State 4-13 on the season, 4-2 at home and 2-2 against the number. Of course, that number just tells you they've played in some unlined games this season, and I think that is, the story of the MEAC. The MEAC certainly not known as one of the power conferences. It is a one-bid conference, and it also is usually about a number 15 or 16 seed, if not in the play-in type conference. So certainly, a conference that's generally wide open as well. So while these teams have got off to slow starts in the out-of-conference portion, certainly doesn't put them out of anything. When we look at the series, Howard has won the last 4 meetings of these two teams and covered the spread in 3 of those. We look at Howard. They started their MEAC schedule against North Carolina Central, got their doors blown off, 73-54. They were 2.5-point dogs in that one. That was on the heels of the game against Yale, where they almost covered, but almost, of course, is only good in horseshoes and hand grenades, as the old saying goes. They do have that win over LaSalle, as a 7.5-point dog. They won by 5, but a heck of a lot of losing this season, especially in games that, that they certainly had a chance. Games like Texas Southern and Jackson State that they lost outright. When we look at South Carolina State, this is not a very good team. Losing last time out to Norfolk State, to be honest with you, I bet on Norfolk State in that game. I won my bet, but putting it in as my premium picks, I got a bad number, so I ended up with a push in that game, but I cashed my ticket, and hopefully those of you that have my premium picks cashed your ticket as well. I'm sure you did. I think I'm the only one that put it in there at 7. It went from 6.5 down to 5.5, and of course, it landed right on 7. But, we look at some of the other games they played. They played against some of the better teams, Oklahoma State, Nebraska, Pitt. So it's not the better teams, but they've played at least against the big boys. But they have not really held up in those games. The best that they held up was against Oklahoma State. When we look at the way that these teams shoot, they're not going to be anywhere near the top of the country. But Howard is in the top 100 when it comes to three-point shooting. And South Carolina State, the reason why we took Norfolk State against them last time, they just simply have one of the worst defenses and worst shooting percentages of anybody. So while Howard's defense certainly isn't anything to write home about, it's way better. I'm going to take Howard in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.